One thing I didn't get was why they put the number 66 on the back of this thing.
No comments.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What up? It's High Definition Pod. This podcast it is. I'm Maurice.
And I'm Therese.
And we are back for another episode.
What's good? I left my stickers at the house to put on this laptop. I got a bunch of stickers from the vitamin shop, and I was going to, not vitamin shop, the nutrition store I was going to put on there.
Shout out to Jacob at the nutrition store.
Shout out to Jacob, man.
What's been going on, my brother?
You know, anniversary was last weekend.
Congratulations on year five. Congratulations.
Five. That was great. Real chill, man. We ain't had much going on because the wife was sick pretty much most of the weekend. So, yeah, that's it, man. And, you know, that's it. Carter's starting to count by 5 now. He can count to 100 by 5.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to test him in March. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Test him in March, yeah. And about yourself, man, what's going on with you?
Holding strong, brother. Holding strong.
Hey, man, I hear you, bro.
We is holding strong.
Yeah.
The kids are finally done with band.
Ah!
When I tell
What's
you,
next? Don't want to think about it.
daughter's in. She trying out for winter guard.
Okay.
After Thanksgiving break, they start track conditioning.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
The struggle is real, bro. I know. I understand.
But it's all good.
Yeah, they're in the good years of their life right now, man. Do as many sports as you can.
We're trying to get them to understand that. Y'all better enjoy this.
I'm for real, like
you have to pay. You know, you still having to pay bills.
Oh my gosh, like I be telling them young cats, man. Excuse me. Y'all better enjoy this time, man, because y'all are in the years of you don't have to do anything but leech off your parents and and take naps.
Right.
That's like when responsibility kicks in, like the big responsibility kicks in.
You gonna wish you can go back?
Let me tell you, man, because there's not a day that I wish. No. Periodically,
yeah,
I'd be like, darn, if I could go back,
I would definitely go back.
I would, if I knew for a fact that everything, as far as like marriage and kids go, would still fall in line at some point. Not exactly the same timeline, but I know for a fact that marriage and then kids would fall in line, and it would be the same woman and the same kids. You know, maybe years, whatever. But anyway, I would definitely go back and I think I would do high school over.
But that raises another question.
Yeah.
If you go back and you make some changes, it probably wouldn't.
It wouldn't. It would, yeah, because, you know, yeah.
Because
if you know anything about Marvel, the timelines.
Because I've definitely kind of wondered, because traveling with the band, like we done went to, several cities we done went to, and it's 2 in particular.
Yeah.
I kind of had the opportunity to move there because I had family there. They're like, if you want to come, you can. And I didn't take it. And sometimes I wonder, like, had I made that move, what would have happened? Would me and Tillman still have met? You know, all of that. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm like you. I would like to go back and make some changes, but only if I could, you know, still have my wife, still have my kid. I'm like, but then the other part is me. It's like, if that happens, I might not. Because
if
the only time I would probably come back home is just to see my mom and dad. Now I'm going right back where I was at.
Because to be honest, though, when me and Candace got married, we were with TFE Logistics. I was with TFE Logistics, working for Adidas, and then Adidas took over in 2019. But with Adidas, they have a program where you can actually move, like, and work. So I mean, like, if I was like in an office position, I could literally move to like West Coast, up north to like Indianapolis or something like that, or move to Portland. Yeah, you know, or I could have moved to Seoul, Korea. I mean, was it soccer? You ain't going. Nah, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah. The opportunity.
The opportunity is there. Yeah. So I mean, there's so many places that Adidas is planted in where there's opportunities for you to actually pick up and move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if this is your first time listening to us, I want to say thank you. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for becoming part of our platform. If you're a returning listener, we want to thank you as well. If you look in the description, you will see a link tree to there's a link tree in our social medias, our email. Please hit us up in our inbox or our emails. Let us know what you think about what we think. We want to hear from you, whether you agree with us or whether you disagree with us. The only thing we don't tolerate is your disrespect. If you don't know about us, we are a platform that engages in cultural conversation from a biblical perspective. We are all about having the conversation. So with that being said,
and if you want to follow us on YouTube where we have our premieres, you can follow us. They actually have YouTube handles now. So our handle at YouTube is at high_definition_podcast. Check us out.
Word.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I added it.
Bet.
Got the email and I was like, ooh, word? Say less.
But there we go.
Easy way to find us.
Well, listen, y'all. On the docket today.
On the docket.
We have a conversation that has been in the culture for about, it's pushing a month.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pushing.
Let's talk about brother Kanye, brother Kyrie, and now brother Dave.
Or Ye, as he is the artist formerly known as Kanye. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure y'all have already heard.
And Uncle Drew. Let's talk about him.
Let's just go ahead and talk about this.
And Dave Chappelle. Where do we start, dog?
So for those, let's just give a little context. Okay. So for those you, Mr. I still call him Kanye, but Mr. Ye. He went on, did an interview with Drink Champs. He said some things towards a certain community.
He did.
Basically pissed off a lot of people.
People with money, let's put it like that.
And power. So he said some stuff that really pissed off a certain group of people.
Oh, yes.
And he's in the debacle that he's in now.
Yep.
Mr. Kyrie, all he did was tweet a picture of a movie poster.
Documentary and book.
That's all he did.
That's it.
No caption, nothing.
No caption.
And now he's gotten a lot of, and it was basically towards this particular group of people is talked about as well. And then Dave Chappelle, who recently
was on SNL, Saturday Night Live.
He did a whole monologue.
His monologues are brilliant.
Comedic genius.
He is
Dave is a comedic genius.
He's top 5.
Easily
top 5.
He is a comedic genius.
Yes.
So all three of these individuals have said something towards a particular community. Let's just say we don't have anything against this particular. We're just having conversation.
Yes, we are.
So it's the Jewish community. That's who they were talking about. Okay. Yes. So let's go first. Kanye.
Yes. Kanye.
Was Kanye wrong with what he said?
Which part?
Okay, so
which part? The DEFCON 3 thing? Yes.
He was. Oh wow! I feel like I almost cussed when I said that. He was definitely wrong.
Definitely wrong for the DEFCON 3 comment.
Okay, so basically, one of the things that Kanye was saying, he was saying that those in the Jewish community who run like the record labels, the media, they're basically correct me if I'm wrong with how I'm articulating this. Basically, they are allowing certain things to be released out into the media regarding Black America, the Black community. They allow that, and that's what's really harming our people.
Yes.
Okay. And he's basically saying it's the Jewish media, is them that's having us do all this stuff. They're allowing us to portray all this negativity, the killing, the drugs, how we degrade women. They're allowing that, and they're making money off of us.
Facts.
And Kanye's like, no, I'm not gonna let y'all keep doing this to my people.
Facts.
Okay. You got to go back and watch the Drink Champs. I think it's still on YouTube. Drink Champs themselves, they pulled it, but it was some other people who they were able to record it.
You can find. You'll be able to find it. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure it's a digital footprint somewhere.
Yeah, there's a footprint somewhere.
So that's the thing with Kanye. Now, certain part that he said, and it's a pretty viral clip. He was saying, he was saying, I'm not being anti-Semitic, but I'm going to tell him, he's like, this is the real anti-Semitic right here. And he started rapping, so he like, I'm going to F your B, I'm going to kill this, I'm going to F your B, I'm going to kill this N, I'm going to F your B, I'm going to kill this N.
Are we keeping this PG?
Yeah. So his thing was, that's some real, this is what Kanye said. This is not what Mauricio Torres or High Def is saying. We're just repeating what he had said. And he said that's the real anti-Semitic stuff. They are allowing us to say this stuff about ourselves, which is making us. It's basically, to me, what he's saying is perpetuating a cycle.
Yes.
Was he wrong for saying that?
No, he was not.
I don't think he was wrong for that. That part,
he was not wrong.
Because it's true.
It's true. I mean, you have a clip on the Breakfast Club of what's the guy's name?
Is
it Cohen?
The record is it?
Yes, the record.
God, I know what you're talking about.
I don't want to say the wrong name. Is it Leo or Cohen or something like that? What's the record label guy?
Just keep on talking. I'll find it.
So, prominent record label exec they were questioning him. I know Charlamagne and them were questioning him. It was like, so, you're.
Sorry, y'all.
You're basically you're hiring these people to basically portray a specific narrative in music, and that is detrimental, that is destructive, that is degrading, dehumanizing to Black people, and you're making money off of it. And, how is that okay? I think he was talking about, like, he doesn't he doesn't want to. I'm trying to figure out what the message was conveying.
So the clip that I saw, not Kanye, Charlamagne was asking. Oh no, he was saying how someone asked him, "Would you rather deal with issues?
There you go.
Or do you want the talent?" Because there are individuals in the music industry, they use their music to let people know about the issues that's going on within the Black community.
Right.
And the question was being said to him is, would you rather have just talent, those who are going to bring in the money, is basically what they're saying, or do you also like having artists who are willing to use their platform and their music to help discuss the issues, to get conversations going that can help bring solutions? And he basically said, yeah, I'd rather just have the talent.
Yeah, because he says he has mouths to feed.
Yeah.
So, prominent record label executive who is basically allowing our people to spew detrimental, dehumanizing, degrading information.
Yeah, Leor Cohen, that's his name.
Leor, I knew I had it right.
Yep, you had it.
I knew I had it right. But it's so funny. Thinking about it is, we talk about how music has an effect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a study done some years ago with plants. I think a lady played a botanist or played certain various types of music around plants, and they saw how the development went. I believe if I can't find, I'm gonna try to find the study when we actually air this, but if I'm correct from the knowledge that I remember, she played classical music, she played, I think, heavy metal music, and she played another type of music. Can't exactly remember what it was, but as a matter of weeks went on, she noticed that the growth of the classical music, the plant grew vibrant, healthier. I think with the heavy metal one, it actually started dying, or the growth was stunted. I think it started dying, and then whatever, I forgot what the other music was, but it was growing. Just it wasn't growing as the classical music was. So music has power to it. I mean, what was Satan in heaven?
Why does it have power though?
Why does it have power? Why does it have power?
It's not of this world.
There it is. It's not. Because what was Satan's position in heaven?
He was in charge of the music and the worship.
So he's worship leader.
In essence. Because music is the only thing that can literally bypass your soul.
Yes.
Like simple. When you kids, how you learn ABCs?
Music.
It's on a rhythm.
A B C D E F G. You get it. See?
So if you put certain things to music,
certain messages,
it gets into your spirit. It starts developing how you think.
Yes.
How you react, how you behave. Another.
Go ahead.
For those of us in our culture, if we hear one song, if you book,
what does it do to you?
I mean, you ready to go there?
Adrenaline gets going. It, your heart starts to pump a little bit. That you get
you ready to go?
Exactly. When you work out, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, I'm Lil Jon Eastside Boys.
Why do you listen to that though?
I mean, it puts me there.
There you go. It puts you in that frame of mind.
Yeah.
Right. So same thing. I listened a little bit of that. I try to find some CHH. I try to bounce some CHH, some CHH in there. But also I listen to a little rock and roll too, because I noticed the specific workouts.
Yeah.
Specific workouts. I need a specific vibration.
Yep.
It triggers a specific mindset.
Yep.
If I'm listening to something, if I'm trying to do deadlifts, I'm not listening to hip hop. It's too much rhythm. I'm looking for something that's kind of like guitar screeching, something I'm like gonna, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, because this type of workout, a deadlift, you exert a lot of energy.
Yeah, you do.
So me, it's focus, walk up to it. I got that plan.
Yeah, get to that place.
I get to that place and it's do my deadlift. So we see that music does something to our psyche.
Yeah.
Just how, like, with those plants, it does something to it. Do something to you. Frequencies, beats. I mean, they do different things to us. All right, so if I listen to, it's like social programming. If you watch a specific thing over and over and over and over again, you subconsciously start doing things.
Mm-hmm.
If I listen to sexually explicit music all the time, a specific song by two artists, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not gonna name the name of the song, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If I listen to that song or music of that genre over and over again, what am I more likely to think about a lot? Sexually explicit things. If I listen to music that is empowering, uplifting, I'm more likely to be someone who has a upbeat attitude, someone who likes to encourage people.
Yep.
If I listen to music that is angry, grungy,
that's the mood you're gonna be in.
That's the mood I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So we have to understand it's not just music. It's not just entertainment. There are spiritual aspects to this stuff that really does things to us.
Well, we want Bible for it too.
Let's go.
What happened with Saul? After Saul lost his anointing, he was tormented by a devil.
Yep.
David had to come and play the harp.
What did the harp do?
And every time David played the harp, the spirit left him. There's power in music.
There's power in music, and I can't wait till that episode.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
That's been on the docket for a minute.
It has been on the docket. We gotta make that happen.
Yeah, we do.
Because really though, we gotta make that. Yeah. We gotta make that happen. But we don't want to get too much information.
But I think we're going back to the Kanye. Mm-hmm. I think the issue with him is number one. I don't think Kanye is crazy.
No,
like everybody is trying to put that on him.
I don't think he is either.
I don't think he's crazy. Mm-mm. I do think excuse me. I mean, he stated that he's a Christian, that he believes in God, he believes in Jesus. To me, I think Kanye needs to be around more seasoned people that can help disciple him.
Yes,
that's almost a cuss word in the church because we don't hear it that much.
Ooh,
but I think
the ships. Ooh,
I think he needs to be around more seasoned people that can disciple him, and I think his delivery of his message is what it needs to be. It needs to be articulated better, and I think that's, to me. Now, this is my opinion.
Yeah,
I think that's where he's getting off, and then I think too, the fact that he came out with the MAGA hat,
that turned a lot of people off.
That turned a lot of people off. When he went on Tucker Carlson a couple weeks ago, he said that he's pro-life.
That turned some people off.
That turned a lot of people off. But
anyway,
when it comes to Kanye, I think that's where I think a lot of his issue is. It's for some people we have an issue with what he said, but I think if he would learn how to articulate it better, and then I think he and this gonna go into with Kyrie with the whole, because Kanye also said, if he said how can I be anti-Semitic when I'm
Semitic,
when I'm Jewish as well. We're Jews as well.
Something along the line of that.
I mean, you know a little bit more about.
Yeah, because what Kyrie's been doing is Kyrie's been dipping into, looking into who he is, his heritage, and everything like that. And of course, he looks back into African roots and stuff like that, and he, there's Bible for it too. I mean, we talk about the 12 tribes. So he can literally trace his lineage back to Afro-Asiatic culture, lineage. And if we look up the Oxford Dictionary of the word and Semitic, pull that definition from me. Let's see. Should have had this wrote down. Wait, do I have this wrote down in my notes?
You said the Oxford?
Oxford, yeah.
You know me.
If they ain't changed it by now, which, yeah.
You talking the one you sent me?
Is that the one I sent you?
Yeah, bro. We should have.
We can cut this part out. It's all good.
I ain't cutting nothing up. Yeah, anti-Semitism, hostility to or prejudice against Jewish people.
Okay, that's
what you sent me.
That's what I sent you. Okay. Okay, here it is. Semitic. Relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. So when you hear the word Afro means African. So Kyrie had a point there. If he can trace his roots back to Arabic, Hebrew, or Aramaic, that would put him in the Afro-Asiatic bloodline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what he said was valid when it comes to I can't be anti-Semitic because I am Semitic. I think that got a lot of people's blood boiling too, because I don't know. It just went against the status quo, I guess. You know, I listen to a lot of people, a lot of great minds that I don't have ideological agreements or with. But that RZA Islam guy, be on it with a lot of stuff. And though I may disagree with him as far as beliefs go, he says a lot of valid things when it comes to this topic, because but also he's on the list because I mean there was a couple of things that he was very vocal about in the year 2020. If we're not gonna go down that road again, but if you know 2020, you know what happened in 2020. And he was very outspoken about it. Kyrie was very outspoken about it as well. And I think that on top of posting the poster, the movie poster, a book cover, whatever you want to call it, I think that set some people off.
Oh, it definitely did.
It did. You know, his stance with being vaccinated and everything, a lot of people didn't agree with it. A lot of people, they thought it was just distasteful. But I mean, given the information that has recently has developed, as we can see in New York, in the state of New York, a lot of the people who chose not to get vaccinated, who lost their jobs, ways of life and everything, had to be reinstated with back pay. So I mean, my thing is he's very outspoken. He's very outspoken.
Yep.
And how I feel about this situation of everything that's going on with him, because the NBA put out that they were gonna make him do
a bunch of foolishness,
a bunch of stuff, right? So you have a prominent black man who's very outspoken about his beliefs.
Yep.
Takes a stance on something that goes against the status quo or the narrative that other prominent people in the same position that he is would just fall in line with. it seems like overkill for what they're trying to do to the man. He lost his Nike deal for tweeting a poster.
He didn't say anything.
No caption, just a poster. And from that, it just went.
Was the link on it as well?
I don't think he even posted a link to it. I don't think that was a link.
Here's my question. The platform that the documentary is on. Mm-hmm. Kyrie ain't making no money from it.
He's not.
The documentary is on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. So
why aren't they getting the same smoke Kyrie getting?
But here's my thing. I get that. Okay, here's my thing about that. It's a medium. Now, of course, there's a petition going around. They're trying to get it removed. But
now I will say I have not watched the documentary.
I have not. I'm going to buy the book though.
Some of the reviews I've seen on it is like people who actually sat and watched. I think it's like 3 hours long or something.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long.
They're like, okay, after watching this, why is Kyrie going through all this?
You see what I'm saying? So here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you wanna hide something, I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm gonna say it. We'll put a parental advisory on the end of this one, okay? If you want to hide anything from a nigga, what do? You hide it in a book, right?
You might not should have said that word.
No? Okay, we'll cut that part out.
Put the hand up so I know where to go back.
Okay. If you want to hide something from a black person, you hide it in a book, right?
That's what they say.
Also, this is a documentary. How many of us actually sit and watch documentaries?
I think it depends on the subject.
There you go. So,
could Jeffrey Dahmer, who all watched it?
A lot of black people watch that, but I got something for that too, because all of his victims were black. Okay, so my thought piece on that is, why is it that Hollywood likes to play on our trauma? That's for another conversation, but you hide it in a documentary, you label it anti-Semitic, and then
I'm not going there.
That's not. And then
we could say that about some other movies too.
Oh, a lot of movies. That's a lot of movies. But then you label it anti-Semitic. You basically turn up the heat in the media. Now, a lot of black people are gonna do what? There's gonna be a lot of us that go, I'm not gonna touch that. No, I'm not gonna touch that. But my thing is this movie documentary. The book is basically just showing the heritage. It's called from Hebrews to Negroes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Bible, basically, Genesis 10 shows the bloodline from Noah. All right? Deuteronomy, I mean, it's the whole Bible's black history. Let's put it that way. Okay? So the Hebrew people who were enslaved in Egypt were melanated people, because, I mean, if you put me in the sun all day long, I'm not gonna burn too much, but my skin's gonna get darker. I call it glowing. But I think the argument is the Jewish people, they say that they're the chosen people. I think the argument is, oh no, us black people are from the lost tribes. We're the chosen people. I got you. I get it. That's important from a historical standpoint. Mm-hmm. But let's not use that to try to place ourselves above any other group of people.
Thank you.
I think that's where a lot of it.
That's why I kind of pulled back from the conversation.
Right. Because I believe it all day that the so-called African American is from one of the 12 tribes. I believe that. And why do I believe that? There's historical context here in America about it. One of the first churches in, I think it's in Savannah, Georgia. It's an African church that was built by slaves. On the pews, there's Hebrew writing. So it wasn't that slaves were illiterate. They just didn't understand the English language. I mean, the proof is I'll put a link to all this stuff in the thing of this because there's proof of it. So, do I believe that? Yeah, I believe that the Hebrew people were black, but the problem it can be problematic when we use the skin tone as an idol. Because what did...
Oh, you going there?
I went there. Because...
I didn't know you was going there.
I didn't think I was going there. It just came out, though. But here's my thing, though. So think about this. When Moses got the children of Israel out, he went up to the mountain, talked to God, got the 10 Commandments. What happened? He come back down the mountain. What they doing?
Dancing around a golden calf.
A golden calf. So, or idol worshiping. Don't let this become an idol, because what happens is when we do that, we fall into the same trap that they fell into. Because if I read the Bible correctly, it says that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever. He didn't say black people
only.
He didn't say white people only. He didn't say Asian people only. He said whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life, which means that anybody, any shade of tint of your skin, can believe and confess with their mouth, believe with their heart that Christ came, died, rose from the dead, and handed us salvation.
Yep.
Can be saved. Just putting that down.
It's facts.
Yeah.
That's the gospel truth.
The gospel. But
so was Kyrie, was he wrong?
No.
Y'all let us know what y'all think.
I don't think Kyrie was wrong. He didn't say anything. Now here's where it got problematic for him. When they questioned him about it, I don't think he was really... What's the Bible say? When someone questions, was your beliefs, you gotta have an answer for it. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, but one. I think it's in Second Peter. Go ahead.
But anyway, so when they questioned him about,
always ready to give a defense.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think he was ready. I don't think he was ready for it. The full-on assault that they were gonna come at him with. I don't think he was in the frame of mind for it. But also, even if he was ready for it, he didn't. I think he conveyed it from a stance that was. I'm not gonna say he was disingenuous. I'm not gonna say he was disingenuous, but I think he was genuine. But it came off really defensive. Mm-hmm. Now, had he conveyed it differently, I think it may have. I still think it would have been taken the same exact way.
It was gonna rub people the wrong way, regardless.
I think it was still gonna be taken the same exact way, but at least I think that they can't put the he's angry black man.
Yeah.
Who's anti-Semitic. I think he was gonna get that label anyway. So.
And that's where I think now bringing in Dave Chappelle. Mm-hmm.
The man did nothing wrong.
But they did. I think they did just come out today. So I don't know if you see this because I ain't get to tell you about it. They did dress rehearsal for Saturday Night Live. He gave them a false monologue, and the one that he did was the
genius.
He knew they was probably gonna shoot that down.
Genius.
He knew they was gonna probably shoot it down.
Yes, but still though, did he say? I mean, he basically just okay. He said the part that you weren't supposed to say out loud.
Yep.
But granted, with everything that has been transpiring with Kanye and Kyrie, was he wrong though? Look, books will tell you everything you need to know about all this stuff.
Yep.
Who created Hollywood?
But also, and this goes into the whole conversation too. This has been all over Twitter. Yeah. And Dave Chappelle's monologue on Saturday Night Live, he said the N-word several times.
And no one bats an eye.
Nobody batted an eye. But when you talk about that community.
And here's my problem with that. Like Kanye said, I can degrade my women. I can speak on selling drugs and poison to my community. I can talk about killing my fellow brother who looks like me.
Nothing said.
It's perfectly fine.
Nothing said.
I mean, heck, you become a millionaire off of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, we gotta think about this. Like, it's easy to call Kanye crazy. Because he was on this side of the line. Now he's on this side of the line. Oh, you out of line now. You out of line. You bucking the trend here. Nah, we gotta keep you in check. I want to say something else. Listen to Views from the Floor podcast. You'll hear it on there. But
we ain't do this. Let me shout out Views real quick. Oh, that Nick and Justin. Let me shout y'all out. We ain't shout out.
Those my bros.
We ain't shout out some of the other podcasts around the area. Station Break. Shout out to Views from the Floor.
Shout out to BHB.
Shout out to What's on the Plate.
What's on the Plate? Yes. They coming back. They coming back next year. So Amanda, shout out to you. Shout out to the Ollie and Smoke show.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Keys. Shout out to my boy Nico. Nick is doing a lot of stuff, man. I'm just saying, boy is busy. I'm jealous. I'm like Kanye with the Jews. I'm jealous.
All right, back to the convo. But I think to kind of crystallize this, because I got something else I kind of want to go.
Let's go.
And all of this with Kanye, with Kyrie, with Dave, is the main issue that we're dealing with. And you literally just touched on it, but let's kind of put it in a simple question. Does culture today have an issue with the black man that thinks for himself?
Ooh.
Because like you just said, what the main thing that we're normally seeing that's being portrayed is a thug. We're degrading our women. We're trying to kill each other.
We're savages.
We're selling drugs. That's the image that's trying to be portrayed. That money's been made off of that image.
It's funny because Hollywood will give us a slave movie in a heartbeat.
And that's how I was kind of hitting that earlier.
We can't get a Mansa Musa video. We can't get a Mansa Musa, a Marcus Garvey. We get 1,000 Martin Luther Kings. I mean, we get what? How many Malcolm X movies we had? Like one. I mean, we don't get these roles that portray us as kings, as queens, we don't get the every so often we get the good lawyer movie, you know, stuff that paints us in a good light. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't get that a lot, but we see that all the time with our racial counterparts, and it's not right. It's not right. I mean, why is it that Hollywood will give us a movie? Like I said, Hollywood likes to play on the trauma, the generational trauma of our people.
So that raises a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we the ones holding on to that? What I mean by that is, do we keep rehearsing that trauma and that pain, and that's what people are capitalizing on? I watched a debate a couple weeks ago.
Question.
I was watching a debate. Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but basically, it was everybody on the panel was all black.
Mm-hmm.
And you had on one side, you had those who lean more conservative, and on the other side, he had those who lean more liberal.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember this one.
And literally, almost every talking point or every thing that came up from those on the liberal side, they always kept kind of going back. They always took the argument back to slavery. They always took it back to how we as black people were oppressed. They always took it back to stuff that happened to us in the past. And one of the panelists that were on the conservative side, he brought up, we're not, based on, I'm paraphrasing what he said. He said, we're not taking away from us what happened in the past, but I do keep noticing that all of your answers keep wanting to take us back there. We want to, it's like you want to stay here at that pain and that trauma, and we're trying to go to us finding solutions.
Yep.
So I ask, are we part of that problem to where we keep rehearsing that? And if you going, I think probably those in the media are like, well, they're gonna keep rehearsing it. Let's just keep putting out content that's going on. It raises that question.
Yeah, you attract what you. What's the word? How do you say that? What's the saying? I can't remember the saying. It's like you attract what like what you are or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that we have to create spaces where we're able to heal from that trauma. Because whose responsibility is it to heal? It's your responsibility.
The individual.
It's no one else's responsibility to heal, to help you heal. Now, the good Lord above will help you heal.
And I was getting ready to take it there.
But you got to initiate it. Because he's already done everything he needs to do. He's done everything. What does the Bible say? If my people who are called by my name will do what?
Humble themselves first.
Humble themselves. Pray.
Seek my face.
Then I will. Oh wait, I'm missing the part. I'm sorry.
You gotta turn from your wicked ways.
Turn from your wicked ways. So we gotta turn. Then
I will hear from heaven.
And I will do what?
Forgive their sins.
And else?
Heal their land.
Healing. There's steps, biblical steps to healing. We gotta take these steps amongst ourselves to heal. And I posted something earlier on Facebook. Some cat posted a question.
I seen it.
He said, why is it that we can't discuss how the hurt our parents put us through, with our parents. And my response was, okay, here it is. He said, why aren't we able to talk to our parents about how they hurt us? My response was, maybe it's because they haven't healed from the trauma they went through. They passed hurt to their children, which is generational trauma. Mm-hmm. Hurt people. Healed people help heal people. Sometimes it takes a child to heal, and once healed, help the parent heal. So what we got to do as a people is we got to get healed from some things. we got to want it first and foremost, because it's easy. I'm not going to say it's easy for us to fall back in cycles. We've got to heal, and then we got to help other people heal.
So here is
that is where the evangelical side of us is supposed to do what?
And there goes my next question. Why has not the church? Because as part of the Great Commission, we're supposed to go ye into all the world.
Oh, yes, we are.
Preach the gospel.
Yes, we are.
So why is it when it comes time for all this stuff to take place, for us to have these conversations, we see that people are in need of this healing?
Emotional damage. Emotionally damaged.
I had to go.
Sorry.
Why is the church? Why are we not spearheading this conversation?
So,
are we the ones continuing the conversation instead of introducing a solution to the problem? Because we have the solution because we have Christ.
We have the solution.
Could it be that we're too divided?
You're speaking right to me right now.
I posted a memory. It's from Pastor Samuel Rodriguez. I think it said a divided church can never heal a broken nation. And the church, we as the church, we are so divided. Like,
y'all know my stance. Y'all know I've conveyed it so many times.
But I think you come from a denominational standpoint. Yeah. It's not even that though, bro. We're not even solid on. We're not even on solid foundation when it comes to the word,
biblical principles, and precepts.
It's literally we got the church. We got people in the church basically saying it's okay for you to sin.
Oh, yes.
We got it now. I think the Church of Latter-day Saints, if I'm not mistaken.
The Mormons.
Well, yeah, they're not technically Christians, but they're under the umbrella of the church. Either way,
all right.
But either way, hold on, let me make sure.
You sure it ain't the Roman Catholic Church?
No, I don't think it's them. I was trying to go back, but either because I think they get ready to actually codify same-sex marriage into law now.
Okay.
And I think I was seeing on Twitter, it's some Christians that's standing with it, and that goes against Scripture. Like if we don't even agree fully on what the word says, because we're so divided. How can we bring the solutions that the world needs? So I think Kanye, Kyrie, Dave, they're introducing conversations that we need to have. But I believe the church has the answers, but we're so divided we can't even bring those solutions about. And I don't think there's. And first of all, I love the church. I am a part of her, but we got a lot of issues. We should be able to step into these conversations and bring solutions, so that we all have, as the Bible said, we're supposed to have, live a quiet and peaceable life. I think we're missing the mark.
Because we think truth is subjective.
It's not.
And that's the problem with us in the church. True love gives choice. All right? Free will. God does not hang anything over our heads. Okay? So you can believe what you want to believe, act how you want to act.
Mm-hmm.
He'll allow you to do it. It's free will, because a person who truly loves you will allow you to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you come to Christ, the Bible it's non-negotiable. Those are the things that we should be striving for. Yeah, we're always gonna fall short of the mark. That's where grace comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Your best effort is still not, it's not great. What does it say?
It's as filthy rags.
It's as filthy rags. That's where grace comes in.
Look up what filthy rags.
Yes.
The original intent of that.
Yes. We've mentioned it in some episodes before. But you gotta understand that, like, when you say that I am for Christ, I want to be for him, I want to live a righteous life. The things in that book, things you should strive for.
Yeah.
Non-negotiables. You know what I'm saying? There's no bargaining with God. There's no bargaining. It's either you're in or you ain't.
I will let you be hot or cold. If you're lukewarm, I will spew you out.
And people, you gotta understand that statement. It's a respect thing. He will respect you for not even acknowledging him. And he will respect you for acknowledging him. But if you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, knowingly doing things that he does not agree with, it's like drinking, you have iced coffee and you have hot coffee. Ain't no such thing as lukewarm coffee.
Both of them is
disgusting. Yes. You see what I'm getting at? You ever drink coffee that's been sitting out on the counter for a long period of time? It's done cooled off. It's not cold, but it's,
I don't drink coffee.
I don't either, but it's not good. That's why, I mean, even with real life principles, like even with like stuff that we see, there's iced coffee and hot coffee.
Right.
There ain't no medium, like you don't ask for warm coffee. It's either I want it hot or I want it cold. Same thing. He either wants you cold to him, or he wants you on fire for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about those three to bring us to that question. So what do y'all think? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the DMs. Let us know in the email.
Yeah.
But let's do better at bringing solutions to the issues that's going on in the world.
Church folks, pay attention. Be listening. Be watching. Be conscious of what's going on, because the Bible has something to say about it. We got to be the what? The feet,
yep.
The hands, the mouth.
Don't just focus on you building your business and your career. The purpose for you doing that is to go into these different spheres to bring the message of the kingdom.
Bam. Boom.
A bunch of y'all focus on building your own brand. You need to be advancing his kingdom. Your brand will fall. His kingdom lasts forever.
Ooh. Build your brand on the rock.
And furthermore, he said if you seek first his kingdom and his righteousness,
then
all these other things be added unto you. They didn't say you got to seek only the kingdom. He said you got to seek his kingdom first.
That means hey.
What's on your agenda, Jesus?
What's on your agenda? And how can I
advance that agenda?
And
how can I do it the right way? If you're going to seek justice, you got to do it his way.
Yes.
You can't seek justice the way of culture. You got to seek justice the way of Christ.
Yes. And you got to understand what his justice is. Pick up that book. 66 books in it. Somewhere in there tell you.
This is another episode of High Definition Podcast. I'm Maurice.
I'm Therese.
Y'all remember to live life
from the highest definition.
We will catch y'all on the next episode.